Okay, today we're going to subtract mixed numbers. We have 3 1/3 minus 1 4/6. We notice that the denominators are not the same, so we need to get a common denominator. We have the 3 and the 6, so we can either use LCM or ratio tables. So if we list the multiples of 3 and 6, we don't have to go that far. We see that 6 is going to be the least common multiple. That is going to be our denominator. So 3 1/3 minus 1 4/6. We see that we do not have to change the 1 4/6, but we do have to change the 1/3. So the whole number stays the same, and the 1/3 is going to be renamed as 2/6. And we're going to just rewrite minus 1 4/6. Now we have a common denominator. 3 2/6 minus 1 4/6. Now when we're subtracting with mixed numbers, we're going to start with subtracting the fractions first and then the whole numbers. And the reason why is because we may have to borrow from the whole numbers to add to a fraction. Looking at the numerator of 2 and 4, because we're going to subtract the numerators, 4 is greater than 2. So for this top mixed number, we're going to have to borrow a whole, and we do that by taking a whole away from the 3. What's left is 2. And then we're going to add a whole to 2/6. And the way that we're going to do that is add 6 over 6. The reason why we're writing it like that is because 6 over 6 is equal to a whole, and then we have 6 as our common denominator. So now we're going to write it as 2 and 8 over 6, and then we're just going to rewrite minus 1 4/6. So 2 and 8 6 minus 1 4/6. Now the fraction at the top has a larger numerator. So now we can do 8 minus 4, which is 4, and then we're going to write it over 6. Then we're going to subtract the whole numbers. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we're left with 1 4/6. Now we're going to always ask ourselves the question, do we need to simplify? Well, in order to do that, we're going to list the factors of 4 and 6. 4, 6. So we multiply 1 and 4 together to get 4, and then 2 times 2. Then for 6, 1 and 6, then 2 and 3. And we do see that they do have a factor in common, which is 2. So we're going to take the 1 and 4/6. The 4/6, we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. We're going to go ahead and rewrite the 1 whole number. And then we're going to do the division. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And our final answer is 1 2/3.